It's summertime, time to catch all the sun rays, to fly high with fun and with friends around, just like drone FPV pilot Julian Strauss, who made this great content from his gear flying around experienced paraglider pilot Maximilian Lodel in Valais, Switzerland. Absolutely 3D perspective, great skills, and what an epic view that is. This is episode 4 of the 13th season of our one and only Air Sports News programme, with a weekly delivery of only the best, confirmed and interesting news. You can watch us here online on all the socials, YouTube, Instagram, Vimeo, Facebook, and if you like our content, please don't forget to support the show via Patreon. You can find the link in the description. Every single penny will help us to work continuously bringing this content to you. Okay, now let's get on with the show. So after a great competition during the World Aerobatic Championships in Leszno, Poland, now the glider aerobatic pilots fight for the gold medal in the World Glider Aerobatic Championships, both in unlimited and advanced categories. Let's move to Iziudun in France to find out just what's going on. We have 29 pilots in the advanced category, with the biggest teams from the Czech Republic, Poland and Romania. Before closing this episode, pilots had flown 2 programs, Free Known and Free Unknown. The provisional podiums were Marek Wodzinski from Poland in first place, Thibaut Fromentin from France in second, and Czech Oliver Adamy on third. Only 17 pilots are fighting in the most challenging unlimited category, with the biggest teams from Germany and France. After 2 programs, the Hungarian pilot Ferenc Toth was in the lead before second Maciej Pospielski from Poland and third Michael Spitzer from Germany. Pilots will compete in France until the 27th of August, so we'll let you know about the final results in next week's show. France is hosting another World Championships right now, and these are the World Precision Flying Championships in Albi, the Sequestier city. The objective of precision flying is to develop in the pilot his ability to follow a given route in a measured time, while showing himself capable of observing elements on the ground and to land his plane in complete safety at a precise location. 13 countries sent to France the best precision pilots. After landing sessions, Swedish pilot Carlsen Lars Ing was in the lead before Spaniard Rabase Yuri and German Grubeck Arnold. Now it's time for the navigation tests. Who's going to win? Once again, we'll let you know about the final results after the end of the competition, which is scheduled to finish on the 27th of August. Whilst recording this, I'm keeping one eye on what's happening at Skydive Chicago this week. 200 skydivers are there with the plan to set a new skydiving world record. Skydivers are at the drop zone from Monday this week. The goal is to create a 200-person head-down vertical formation. This will require 10 aircraft flying at 19,000 feet, which will then give them 60 seconds to complete the formation. They have to link up in a pre-assigned formation. We've assembled a team that's the best in the world, said Ruck Nelson of Skydive Chicago. The skill and experience here is the greatest, he added. We're keeping our fingers crossed for the safe record attempt, guys. For the 3rd year in a row, the Baltic Wingsuit Meet is happening right now in Elbląg, Poland. The event is available only for size wingsuits ATC or faster. Organisers are evaluating the wingsuiters' performance and formation flying skills in the training jumps, and after training they're going to create a group of jumpers qualified for AWF. Just before the event, I spoke with Piotr Walasik from the organising board to learn more about this unique event. Take a look. Is it a boogie or a competition or both? What is it?
No. It's after first time it was just a meet. I just brought to the one place the best guys from Polish Wingsuit Committee to make this AWF record.
Yes.
And then it was the first time we did AWF, this airplane wingsuit formation, 8 people, and we called this as a Polish record. And then after that, next year I came to idea just why do not make it bigger. So I invite the guys from outside of the Poland to make this actually amazing flying, because it's amazing, it's incredible fly with plane. And then we made last year 18, if I well remember, 18 people with plane, and it was already international event.
Yes.
And this year I have 50 people, 51 I think, 6 load organizers, 15 or 16 countries, like huge, it's huge. First of all, you asked me about this. If this is competition. No, it's not a boogie and it's not competition. I'm calling bootcamp boogie.
The full-length interview is now waiting for you on our Air Sports Promotion YouTube channel. And please note that creating this biggest air sports content worldwide is a huge task for our team. And if you can support us via Patreon in the link in the description, it would really help us to bring you more episodes and more seasons of Air Sports News. Thank you so much for your understanding. It's a hot heatwave summer down in Spain right now, with great weather for paragliding competitions. The BGD Weightlist 2022 contest gathers together 47 pilots from various countries around the world, including India, Australia, Mexico and Israel. The BGD Weightlist is a new concept of a paragliding competition. An annual event is based on weight as the theme. It is still an FAI Category 2 competition, flying by FAI rules. However, up till now, flying heavy has always been an advantage. This has resulted in heavy equipment and ballast for competitors. BGD would like to change all that and encourage people to fly with lighter equipment by offering some small changes through the scoring system, allowing to fly at a weight more suited to you. You can find the results of this interesting event on airtribune.com. The Drone Racing League Series is getting prepared for a stunning and really big racing event in October this year. It will bring the first drone race to the PayPal Park. Transforming the soccer arena into a video game inspired aerial course, this tech-powered immersive sport competition will make you feel like you're flying inside a 90 miles per hour racing drone. This epic racing event is not to be missed and is the only California race of the season. Doors will open on October the 11th at 6:30 p.m. Don't miss it if you're in the area. My second special guest this week is a long-time skydiver, author and organizational consultant based in Colorado. He has earned numerous state, national and world large formation records. He is also the director of development of the International Skydiving Museum and Hall of Fame. Let's chat a little bit with Jim McCormack. Skydiving Museum, tell me the actual title of it, Jim.
It's the International Skydiving Museum and Hall of Fame. The international part is really important because it truly is an international organization.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a residual of it being perceived as a U.S. project, and we've been working to escape that perception. And it's certainly understandable, but for a significant period of time, it was called the National Skydiving Museum because it was intended just to address the U.S. And it was at one time conceived to be co-located with the United States Parachute Association. None of that all that is history. And of course, because it will be located in the US, it's perceived a little bit as a US initiative, but it has become very internationalized. I'm very proud of the fact that almost a third of the people in the International Skydiving Hall of Fame are non-Americans.
Yes.
And we have a member of the FAI Executive Committee on our board. We have the current president of the International Skydiving Commission on our board. So it is very much an international entity.
So tell me where we're at the moment with the museum, Jim, and tell me how it all started. When did this all begin?
That's actually a fun story. There was a gentleman who was quite prominent in international skydiving by the name of Bill Otley.
Yeah.
And many, many years ago, like in the 70s, he said, and he was known to be quite a visionary, he said, there will come a day when this sport requires a museum and will demand, and apparently he used that specific word from somebody who reported it to me, will demand a Hall of Fame.
Many more interesting stories from Jim can be found right now on our YouTube channel and also on the Air Sports Promotion Vimeo profile. Now, big news for the space and science geeks. NASA has identified 13 potential landing regions on the moon for Artemis 3, which is expected to be the first crewed mission to land on the lunar surface since 1972. The regions measure approximately 15 by 15 kilometers and are all located within 6 degrees of latitude of the moon's south pole. According to NASA, the sites were chosen based on factors including launch window availability, ability to accommodate a safe landing, and likelihood of meeting specific Artemis 3 science objectives. The first Artemis mission, a 42-day uncrewed flight test of the Space Launch System and the Orion spacecraft, is scheduled to launch as soon as August 29, 2022. Artemis 2, tentatively stated for mid-24, will be the program's first crewed flight test. The airshow season in the United States is looking great this year, with good weather, great events, and brilliant pilots performing only the best displays. Take a look at Mike Gullion's amazing video showing his aerobatic routine during the air venture at Oshkosh.
You boys look marvelous today.
Thank you, so do you. Little yellow helmet and a little yellow airplane.
Right?
That's our weekly news, so let's move on to our Hall of Fame section. On the 18th of August 1943 at Bridgeport, Connecticut, Sikorsky Chief Test Pilot Charles Lester Morris made the first flight of the Sikorsky Model S-48. It was a single-engine, two-place helicopter, and the cabin was built of aluminium and plexiglass windows. On the 20th of August 1977, Voyager 2 was launched from the Launch Complex 41 at Kennedy Space Center, Cape Canaveral, Florida, aboard a Titan Centaur launch vehicle. It was placed on an orbital trajectory that would take it on a journey throughout the solar system and beyond. On the 25th of August 1989, Lyle Shelton flew his highly modified Unlimited class racing plane, the Rare Bear, over a 3-kilometer course at Las Vegas, New Mexico, setting an FAI world speed record of 850.24 kilometers per hour and becoming the world's fastest piston engine airplane. On the 14th to the 22nd of August 1932, Irish McFeltridge Theoden and Francis Marcellus flew a Curtiss Thrush aircraft over the Curtiss Airport at Valley Stream, New York. Their flight set an FAI world record for duration of 196 hours, 5 minutes, including dozens of refuelings in midair. That's all for this week's show. As always, I'm inviting you to watch our content in all our social media channels, and we're asking for your help as well. We have a few patrons at the moment, mostly friends and family, but we still need some more to help us continue this great aviation mission. So please check out the Patreon link in the description and find out how you can be one of our co-founders. Likes and shares always help too. I'm leaving you with a base jump of Johan Riley and his friend in the magnificent Gauchon Mountains in Switzerland. So as always, remember to stay safe and keep your eyes on the skies.